Hello, everyone. I'm back, day two. Yesterday, I gave you a little bit about my background. I mentioned my phone. I couldn't find it right off. I just wanted to share. Here's my phone. Yay. So, talk about being old-fashioned technology, but it works. And the joke that I tell people, my phone is smarter than yours because it knows the purpose for which it was invented. It makes phone calls. I do everything else here on the computer. So that is one of the things I'll be working on in the future. Number one, getting a new quote real phone, figuring out how to use it, and going from there. Along with me sharing what I did yesterday, winter, who knew that caused this kind of stuff? I wanted to share my background and let you know why I'm qualified to talk about disasters. My grandparents were English and Scottish, moved to Pasadena in 1921. They had been British Red Cross, became American Red Cross. So a couple generations later, I show up and I grew up in the Red Cross. I became a volunteer when I was 12. You had to be 18, but I bugged the heck out of them for a year. And again, we all knew each other back in the day. I had been helping my grandparents with various different things. So they let me be official when I was 12. And I was a volunteer for a grand total of 54 years, which is a really cool trick because remember, I'm 32 on the inside. During those years, I became a CPR instructor and later became a disaster instructor for all of us who went out and deployed to disasters. I was a local and national disaster responder. Uh, my first national deployment was actually in our backyard in the Malibu fires of 1993. Pretty much been out every single year. A typical deployment would be 2 or 3 weeks. My typical deployments were at least 2 months. Some went into 4 months. And that was volunteering year after year. For work, job, paying the bills, I became an EMT and I was EMS for over 20, dealing with a lot of various different things. I also was in law enforcement to a degree, never a sworn officer, but I was on a local police department's mounted unit and did that for, I don't even remember how many years, and also worked as disaster communications with the LA County Sheriffs as ham radio operator. So it's been a very interesting life. I have learned a heck of a lot. Again, during all these times, I would give community presentations as Red Cross. We went out pretty much every weekend to fairs, to car shows, to all sorts of events, handing out information, talking to people, getting people prepared. I have given presentations to schools, churches, businesses, communities, neighborhoods, you name it, I've done it. So, with me getting older, at least my body getting older and a little tired, I am focusing now on taking this to programs that can go nationally on Zoom and getting more people prepared in a variety of different ways. I've also started writing books. I got one published August of 2024. I have another one at the publishers right now. All right, granted, they're not books. What I consider a book, they're booklets, but jam-packed with information, stories, showing you how it can fit into your world. I'm doing a series of those for different business industries. The one at the publishers right now as realtors, but coming up, pretty much written, needing tweaks, event planners, eateries, because eateries can go from the hot dog cart out on the side of the road up to 5-star restaurants. Lodgings, same concept. You can have little camping sites, B&Bs, all the way up to 5-star hotels, what they need to know. And then we'll have beauty salons, um, accounting, office type, HVAC, plumbing, electrical, all the disaster things they face that is specific to their industries. In the upcoming videos, we will get more into the meat of things, tips, tricks, seasonal issues, things that you can take home and use. Okay? So again, I'm Jeannie. As the joke goes, if it's not death, dying, destruction, or disaster, I'm not sure what to do with it, which is kind of true. I am here to share, to educate, to make you and your families a lot safer, because the question is not if something is going to happen, rather when and what, because it will happen. All right? I want you to be safe. I want you to be prepared. Thanks for coming on the journey with me, and here's to the future. Again, gotta figure out how to turn this thing off. Okay, bye. See you next time.